All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Columbus Day, Monday. I was off today, so I'm on early. And we're going to do not one, not two, not three, but 4 games for you here today as we kick off Week 10 of our current sim season. And we'll start things off with the Thursday night game to kick off the week. It'll be the Miami Dolphins and the LA Chargers. We'll have New England at the Giants, Carolina at Baltimore, and Philadelphia at Washington. Also on the schedule here for you today. All right, so 4 games, just like if it were a Sunday, okay, starting at 6 Eastern here. This game coming up to start things off, our Thursday night game to kick off the week. The Dolphins come in at 7-2. They're currently tied with the New York Jets atop the AFC East. The Jets have beaten Miami twice. It's Miami's only 2 losses. And so the Jets do have the tiebreaker over Miami here. Hold on a second. I gotta set this up real quick. This doesn't want to work right. Okay, now here we go. And for the LA Chargers, well, losing to Buffalo last week really hurt them. They're now 3-6. The Chargers really have to hope to win out and hope for the best when it comes to the NFL and the AFC wildcard picture. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Let's take a look at the standings. Evil Dead is now 87-52. He is now 35 games over 500 as we start Week 10. He only needs 15 more to reach his record goal of last season at 50, and he needs 16 more to surpass it. I think he might do it. He's got a lot of weeks left. He still has 7 weeks in the regular season, plus the 11 playoff games to reach that goal. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to SoFi Stadium for this one. Our Thursday night game to kick off the week in Week 10, Dolphins Chargers here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. It's the Dolphins and the Chargers. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. A rematch of last season's wild card playoff won by the Dolphins. Evil Dead's taking Miami in this one. The Dolphins battling the Jets for the top spot in the AFC East. Buffalo just 1 game back. Buffalo's 6-3. Dolphins Jets are 7-2. The Chargers will get the opening kickoff. We're underway. Live from SoFi. From the 6-yard line. On the return, it's Lattimore. And Marcus Lattimore out to the 31. And that's where the Chargers will take over 1st and 10. Want to welcome everybody in on this Columbus Day Monday. If you're off today, good for you. If you weren't, well, I'm still glad you're here. I was off today. That's why I'm able to be here early. Ethan Garber's the quarterback in his 2nd year at a UCLA. Chargers just played last night. Jets in the house. Good to see you, Jets. Welcome on into Jammin' Sports. As we kick off Week 10 of our current sim season. Garber's in the shotgun. Chargers from their own 31-yard line. Garber's back. Garber's looking, throws down the middle and caught. And that's Jacoby George out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a Charger first down. George, the 2nd-year receiver at the University of Miami. Evil Dead is 87-52. That is correct. 35 games over 500, and you still have 7 weeks of the season to go. Garbers on 1st and 10. Garbers is going to get sacked as the Dolphins bring the blitz, the corner blitz. Hunter Brookings, the 10th-year defensive back out of Oklahoma State. A loss of 11 yards on the play. Brookings, the former 49er. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 21. A well-executed corner blitz by the Dolphins. It'll be 2nd and 21 for the Chargers, back at their own 33-yard line. Chargers, they're pretty much in a must-win situation here at 3-6 if they want to stay relevant in the AFC wildcard picture. 3 receivers off to the far side on 2nd and 21. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's looking. Garber's, it's going to be sacked again. This time, the sack is made by Terrell Lindsay, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Georgia. A loss of 10 more. It'd be 3rd and 31. Back-to-back sacks for the Dolphins. Strangely enough, in real life, these two teams played yesterday in Miami. Chargers won that game on a last-second field goal. 3rd and 31 from the 23. 5 receiver set wide, empty backfield. Garber's looking, throws near side. Caught, making the catch, James Watkins. He only picks up 5 yards to the 28-yard line. Be 4th and 26. Terrible opening possession for the Chargers. They get 1 first down. And now Bill Stone will come in to punt. 3rd-year punter out of Cal Berkeley. Stone gets the punt away. And it'll be at about the 27-yard line. Nate Moore brings it back to the 32. And that's where the Dolphins will take over, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Austin Ducre, in his 10th year out of LSU. The Raging Cajun, they call him. Or at least I do. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Went to LSU, drafted by Miami. 1st and 10, Miami now from their own 32-yard line. Their opening possession of the game. Everybody in tight. Ducre under center. Ducre hands off to A.J. Austin, and Austin pushes through for 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Last week, we only had 2 teams with a bye. This week, we have 6 teams with a bye. Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, Tampa Bay, and Indianapolis all off this week. 2nd and 5 from the 37-yard line. Ducre in the gun. Helm in motion. Ducre looking. Ducre throws and caught by Nate Moore out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 10 and a Dolphin first down. So instead of 15 games this week, there's only 12. Because 6 teams have a bye. 1st and 10. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre hands off to Austin. Crosses midfield and gets out to the 46-yard line. Gain of 8 into Charger territory. Also this week, believe it or not, in Week 10, 2 teams can be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, and we get to see them later tonight. I'll explain here in a second. On 2nd and 2 in the offset eye, Ducre hands off to Austin again, and Austin to the 43-yard line. A gain of about 2.5. It'd be 13 inches. The Carolina Panthers, if they lose to the Ravens, the Panthers would be 0-9 and they'd be eliminated. On 13 inches from the 43-yard line. Helm in motion. Ducre throws to Helm, actually throws to Otto Stowe out to the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard, and they pick up the first down. Otto Stowe, the 11th-year receiver out of BYU. Also, if the Redskins lose tonight, they would be 1-9, and they'd be eliminated from the playoffs. Ducre in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the Charger 42. Moore in motion. Ducre fakes the handoff, throws. He's got a man. Oh, he overthrows him. Incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Nayor. Overthrown. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock. 3:49 left. Here in the first quarter, no score. Chargers had to punt. This is Miami's opening drive. 2nd and 10 from the Charger 42. Ducre in the gun. Helm in motion. Ducre Hands off. And A.J. Austin just plowing forward down to the 32-yard line. We have an injury on the Chargers. Looks to be number 20. That's Kurt Grove, the 10th-year defensive back out of Youngstown State. It's a first down for the Dolphins. They give it to him. 1st and 10. A 10-yard run down to the 32-yard line. Clock stops on the injury. 3:44 left in the first quarter. Dolphins on the move. Five wide, empty backfield now for Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre drops back, throws quickly, caught by Helm at the 28-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. It'd be 2nd and 6. Verlin Wells, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 5th year out of Oklahoma State. 3.5 minutes left here in the rapidly moving first quarter, even by 25 standards. 4 wide, Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre hands off to Austin, and Austin fumbles, and the Chargers pick it up. Wow. Recovering the football, Emmanuel Sparks, the rookie defensive tackle out of the University of Washington. Who blew him up, though? Somebody came right in there. Number 98, John Keith, the 5th-year defensive end out of Colorado, just put the hammer on Austin, and the Dolphins cough it up. So both teams have had it once. Both teams have come up empty. Now the Chargers come out for their second possession. Ethan Garbers, the quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 29. Tough break for Miami. They had a nice drive going. Live from SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California, our Thursday night Week 10 matchup to kick off the week. Garbers in the gun. Garbers back. Throws a screen pass to Lattimore inside the 40, out to the 42-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 13 yards to Marcus Lattimore, the 4th-year back out of Tulsa, the 3rd oldest of the 4 Lattimore brothers. All 4 are running backs. 3 receivers to the far side. 1st and 10 from the 42. Garbers in the gun. Garbers to Lattimore again. And Lattimore 2 yards out to the 44-yard line. Dean Tarrant, the linebacker, on the tackle for Miami in his 6th year out of USC. Miami has only lost 2 games this season, and they were both to the Jets, and they got blown out both times. Otherwise, Miami's pretty much handled the rest of their competition, pretty much blowing them up. On 2nd and 8, Garbers throws and caught by Jacoby George out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 2. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. No score. Not for lack of trying. 3 receivers to the far side. Garbers in the gun. Garbers hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore not much. Gets to the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Making the tackle is Terrell for Miami. And now back to punt, Bill Stone. On 4th and 2, Stone gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline, and it goes out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So with 1:27 left here in the first quarter, still no score between the Dolphins and the Chargers. Miami will start from their own 19-yard line. This will be their second possession. They fumbled it away on their first possession. Chargers have had 2 punts. Ducre in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Helm in motion. Ducre looking. Ducre steps up, throws downfield, caught by Nate Moore out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 18 yards, and that'll be a Dolphin first down. Nate Moore, the 3rd-year receiver out of Texas Tech. Coming up on a minute left here in the first quarter. Everybody in tight this time, but 4 wide. Ducray under center. Ducray fakes the handoff. He's got time, and now he's going to take off. And Ducray slides at the 46, a gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. You saw his patience there. He waited for a block to develop, and then he took off. That was smart. Good awareness. 2nd and 1 from the 46. 35 seconds left in the first. Ducray under center. Everybody in tight. Ducray fakes the handoff. Throws. Caught by Helm, the tight end. And Gunnar Helm out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. The second-year tight end out of the University of Texas, Gunnar Helm. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. And that might be it for the first quarter here. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. Will they? No. At the end of one, no score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. We go to the second quarter. No score. 1st and 10 Miami from the Charger 38. Ducray in the gun, 4 wide. And now Flowers in motion. He throws downfield and incomplete. That's twice now. Ducray has overthrown an open target down the middle, and both times it's Isaiah Nayor. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Charger 38. Ducray in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Helm in motion. Throws into the flat to Otto Stowe. And Stowe picks up a yard to the 37-yard line. Kirk Grove on the tackle for the Chargers. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Big third down for Miami. We're scoreless into the second quarter. Everybody in tight. Ducray in the shotgun. Takes the snap, throws, and caught down the middle. Nate Moore down to the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 24 yards. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Charger 13. Ducray stood in the pocket, just shifted to his right, and then threw a strike down to Moore down to the 13-yard line. Ducray's got an arm now. He always has. He's like Elway back there with his arm. 4 wide, Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray looking. Ducray throws, dumps it off to Moore again. Moore to the 5. A gain of 8. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. He's been using Nate Moore a lot on this drive. 6:47 and counting here in the second quarter. From the 5-yard line. Everybody in tight once again. Ducray to Austin. And A.J. Austin to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3, and that'll be enough for a first down. 1st and goal, Miami at the Charger 2. 6:29 and counting. Dolphins using that ball control offense here. Everybody in tight once again. Single back, Ducray. Hands off to Austin again, and Austin pushing forward to the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal as the clock would tick down to 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Still no score. But this is a long Dolphin drive. They really are bunched up tight now in the I formation on 2nd and goal. Ducray to Austin. Austin in for the touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by A.J. Austin, the 3rd-year back out of Hawaii. And the Dolphins draw first blood. They take a 6-0 lead. That's a nice, long, sustained drive for Miami. Dan Bailey will come on for the extra point. Bailey for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. Dolphins lead at 7-0. 5:48 left in the first half. Here at SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Week 10, our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. Miami tied with the Jets atop the AFC East. The Jets play at the Raiders later this week. In fact, it's the Monday night game, the final game of the week. The Raiders pummeled the Browns yesterday, 35-0, in a Week 9 matchup we played last night. There's the kickoff from the 6-yard line on the return for the Chargers. Trying to pick up the number 88. That's Steve Sanders, the rookie out of Florida, out to the 31-yard line. All right, who these teams play next week in Week 11? The Chargers will be off. It'll be their bye week next week. And in 2 weeks, the Chargers play at Denver. And next week, Miami is at Houston. Chargers come out. 1st and 10 from their own 31. Garbers under center. Down 7-0. Garbers hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore makes his way to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Evil Dead has taken Miami in this one. Evil Dead is 87-52. He's 35 games over 500. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers hands off to Lattimore. He gets nailed in the backfield by Terrell Lindsay, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Georgia. A loss of 2. It's be 3rd and 7 back at the 33-yard line. The first of 4 games for you today here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Columbus Day. On 3rd down, Garbers looking. Garbers throws near side and caught by Lattimore, but he's taken down shy of the marker. Great open field tackle by Hunter Brookings, the 10th-year defensive back out of Oklahoma State. The former 49er. He was a free agent. He signed with the Dolphins, and he's had a direct impact in their secondary. Bill Stone back to punt on 4th and 1. Stone gets the punt away. From the 15, Moore on the return and brings it out to the 20-yard line. Well, Miami had an 80-yard drive last time. They're starting from their own 20. They can do it again. Dolphins lead at 7-0. 4:21 left here in the first half. Our Week 10 Thursday night game here at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. 4 wide, Ducre under center. Stowe in motion. They fake it to Stowe, hand off to Austin. And Austin barrels ahead out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. I can see the Dolphin game plan. Let's hammer the Chargers to death. 4 minutes left. I wonder why more NFL teams don't revert back to a running game and just hammer the defense to death. Helm in motion. They hand off to Austin again, and Austin out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 2, be 13 inches. The way NFL defenses are today, they couldn't handle a team with a really solid running game. It's like telling somebody, I'm going to punch you in the mouth, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ducre in the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield on 3rd down. Nayor in motion. Throws to Nayor, screen pass, gets the first down, out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. First down, Miami. Isaiah Nayor, the 2nd-year receiver out of Nebraska. This is a rematch of the AFC wildcard game from last season. Dolphins upset the Chargers in that one to advance. On 1st and 10, Stowe in motion. Ducre fakes the handoff. Ducre looking and bounced off of Helm as he tried to throw it to the tight end. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock. 2:50 left here in the first half. Miami up 7-0. Second and 10 from their own 34. Two backs in the backfield. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray looking. DeCray is going to scramble and gets taken down at the 30. Be a loss of 5. Tackle made by Bobby Bolton, the 8th-year linebacker out of Memphis. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Dolphins, back at the 30-yard line. Charger defense trying to step up here. 2.5 minutes left in the half. Miami comes out 4 to one side on 3rd and 15. Empty backfield. DeCray looking. DeCray throws. He's got a man, and he overthrows him again. And once again, it was Isaiah Nayor down the sideline. It'll be 4th and 15. That could have been 6 had he caught it. John Ryan will come on to punt. He is the longest tenured player in the league, 18 seasons out of Tennessee. Ryan gets the punt away. From the 30 on the return, Lattimore out to the 33-yard line. So the Chargers still have 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. They have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. They could tie up the game going into halftime if they get a touchdown. The Dolphins get the second half kickoff. Miami up 7-0 with 2:13 left in the first half. 4 wide for the Chargers. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's to Lattimore. And Lattimore not much. A gain of 3 out to the 36. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here at SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California, Week 10, our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Patriots and the Giants up next. We'll be at MetLife for that one. Garber's on second down. He gets sacked. Coming in, Dante Lockwood, the 6th-year linebacker out of Minnesota. All the way back to the 27-yard line, bring up 3rd and 16. It's a loss of 11 yards on the sack. Miami takes a timeout. They're trying to force a punt. On 3rd down, everybody in tight. Garber's hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore, not much. Only a yard out to the 28. It'll be 4th and 15. Terry Douglas on the tackle. The 7th-year defensive end out of Sam Houston. Chargers are going to punt once again. Bill Stone will come on 4th down. The first of 4 games for you here today, here at Jammin' Sports. We had 2 college games earlier. Stone gets the punt away. From the 27-yard line, Nate Moore brings it back to the 34-yard line. If you missed the college games earlier, Oregon defeated Michigan State and Ohio State defeated USC. Those games have been uploaded to YouTube if you want to go check them out. Just look for Jammin' Sports on YouTube. Look for the blue JS in the upper corner. 1st and 10 Dolphins, 1:46 left. Miami has 1 timeout here before halftime. DeCray in the shotgun, single back. DeCray looking, throws and caught, no, dropped. Nate Moore got hit as he tried to catch it by John Majors, the 4th-year defensive back out of Utah. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. 1:43 left in the half. 3 wide to the far side. DeCray in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. DeCray drops back. Now he's going to take off. He doesn't go far. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Odell Briggs, the linebacker, on the tackle. In his 8th year out of Wisconsin. It'll be 3rd and 10. .120 left in the half. DeCray in the shotgun on 3rd down. Moore in motion. DeCray looking. DeCray throws deep and caught by Otto Stowe out to the 49. A gain of 15. First down Miami. As the clock ticks down to a minute, the Dolphins only have 1 timeout. They'll probably go to the hurry-up offense here. No huddle. Down to 57. Dolphins come out. 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Moore in motion. Ducray fakes the handoff. Throws outside. Caught by Moore. He only gets 2 to the Charger 49. Down to 30 seconds. He's 2nd and 8 from the Charger 49-yard line. Down to 22 seconds. And the Dolphins, they wasted about 8 seconds there. They take a timeout with 21 seconds left in the half. It's their final timeout. The Chargers are fortunate. They're only down 7-0. Let's see what the Dolphins do here with 21 seconds left. 3 receivers to the near side. Ducray in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. Ducray looking. Ducray. He wants to throw. He's not taking off. He just throws it away. Incomplete. 15 seconds left. It'll be 3rd down. He didn't want to run. He wanted yardage downfield. Dolphins at the Charger 49-yard line. 4 wide. Ducray under center. Stowe in motion. Ducray play action. And he got sacked back at the 43-yard line. Running around. It's a loss of 16. Bobby Bolton on the sack. It'll be 4th down. Miami will probably just let the clock run out. They don't need to punt if they don't want to. Oh, the Chargers took a timeout. Okay, they're going to force a Dolphin punt. John Ryan will come on. Ryan back to punt. Gets the punt away. Be fair caught at the 17. 5 seconds left. Chargers have time to run a play before halftime. So Ethan Garbers comes on. Miami will get the second half kickoff. I'll look for a Hail Mary here. No, they're going to take a knee and go to the locker room. All right. Why take the timeout then? Garbers takes a knee. And we go to halftime. Halftime score, Dolphins 7, Chargers nothing. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. We get set to start the 3rd quarter. Miami up 7-0. The Dolphins at 7-2. The Chargers at 3-6. That was just an odd first half. There's the kickoff. The Dolphins will get the ball first from the 5-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. Nate Moore brings it back to the 26. And a Dolphin got shaken up. That's Donnell Garrett, the 6th-year receiver out of Wake Forest. Dolphins will start from their own 26. 1st and 10. Let's see if the Dolphins can make it a 2-possession game, or if the Chargers can get a stop and possibly tie it up. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Ducray in the shotgun. Yeah, you kind of get that idea. Ducray looking. Ducray. Their defense is keeping him in the game, though. Bobby Bolton, another sack. A 4-yard loss on Ducray. Back to the 22-yard line. I mean, the Charger defense is literally keeping LA in this game. Miami's only managed to score 7 points. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Dolphins. Back at their own 22-yard line. DeCray in the shotgun. In motion now is the back, Flowers. DeCray looking. DeCray has to throw it away. He felt the Charger pressure there. Bobby Bolton again was in his face. It'll be 3rd and 14. Bolton's been back there so much, they're on a first-name basis. 3rd and 14, 4 wide to the far side. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray, they bring the blitz. He throws it, and it's batted down. Nice play by Tom Willis, the third-year defensive back out of Baylor. They were looking for Stowe down the sideline. The Dolphins go 3 and out on their opening drive here in the second half. And now John Ryan will have to come in to punt. It's turned into a defensive game. Ryan gets the punt away. It was very nice. From the 31-yard line, just fair caught officially at the 32 by Marcus Lattimore. And now the Chargers, they're still in this, only down 7-0. Their defense has not, or their offense has not played well. As you were seeing by this highlight package, Garbers has been sacked several times. It's a battle of defenses right now. Miami at 7-2, the Chargers at 3-6. Chargers trying to stay relevant in the AFC playoff picture. Miami trying to keep their lead. They're currently tied with the Jets in the AFC East. Garbers in the offset eye under center. Garbers to Lattimore. And Lattimore, not much. In fact, only 2 yards out to the 34-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, Chris Bateman, the rookie safety out of Maryland. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. Five wide for the Chargers. Garbers in the shotgun, empty backfield on 2nd and 8. Garbers back. Garbers throws and caught by Roush. And Jim Roush, the veteran out of Navy, 17 seasons. A gain of 6 yards out to the 40-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Chargers. In the I formation, Garbers under center. On 3rd down. Garbers, play action, looking downfield, throws, and incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Garbers looking a little frustrated out there. It'll be 4th and 2. Will they go for it at their own 40-yard line, or will they punt? Bill Stone back to punt. Stone gets the punt away. And that's going to drop and trickle into the end zone. Touchback. Miami will have it at their own 20-yard line. The Chargers have done a good job of giving Miami a long field to work with. Miami's only touchdown came on an 80-yard drive. It seems like every drive Miami has started been from the 20 or inside. So Austin DeCray comes back out, 1st and 10. 4 wide. DeCray in the shotgun. Moore in motion. DeCray drops back. DeCray has to throw it away. Chargers are pressuring him big time. You pressure DeCray, he gets erratic. You give him time, he'll pick you apart. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide, but in tight. DeCray in the shotgun. Back to throw. Dumps it off downfield to Stowe. Breaks a tackle and gets out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 19 for Otto Stowe. Finally brought down by the safety, Ashley Morrison, in his 7th year out of North Texas. Otto Stowe in his 11th year out of BYU, the wide receiver. 1st down Miami at their own 39. The way this game's going, if Miami gets another score, that might be enough. 5:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 4 wide for Miami. DeCray in the shotgun. Helm in motion. DeCray fakes the handoff. DeCray tries to take off. He's going to lose a yard back to the 38-yard line. John Keith on the sack. The defensive end. Something else, the Charger secondary, for the most part, is doing a pretty good job of covering players. DeCray can't seem to find any receivers sometimes. Coming up on 5 minutes left now in the third quarter. 2nd and 11 for the Dolphins at their own 38-yard line. DeCray in the gun. Helm in motion. DeCray hands off to Austin. And A.J. Austin barrels forward across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13 yards for A.J. Austin. And that'll be another Miami first down. If I was Miami right now, the way they're pressuring DeCray, I'd just keep handing it off to Austin and only throw if I have to. 1st and 10 from the Charger 49. DeCray in the gun. 2 backs in the backfield. Nayor in motion. DeCray fakes the handoff. DeCray is going to take off. He picks up a yard to the 48. They've given DeCray happy feet. He's not staying in the pocket. He takes off. He's 2nd and 9 from the 48. We're coming up on 4 minutes left now in the third quarter. Still just a 7-0 game. DeCray in the shotgun. 2 backs back there with him. Stowe in motion. DeCray fakes the handoff. And they're going to get him again. On a stunt. Sullivan on the sack for the Chargers. As Sean Sullivan, a loss of 6, the third-year defensive end out of Maryland. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Dolphins back at their own 46. Three and a half minutes left now in the third quarter. Big third down for Miami. DeCray in the gun. Everybody in tight. And now Stowe in motion. DeCray fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught for the first down by Otto Stowe. Down to the 33-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. They gave DeCray time that time. And he managed to find a receiver. Odell Briggs on the tackle, the linebacker. We're coming up on 3 minutes left now in the third quarter. Dolphins have marched down to the Charger 33. 4 wide. DeCray in the gun. Nayor in motion. DeCray throws and caught by Nayor down the sideline, down to the 6-yard line. A 27-yard gain by Isaiah Nayor, the second-year receiver out of Nebraska. 1st and goal, Dolphins at the Charger 6. It's going to be another 80-yard drive if the Dolphins punch this in. 2.5 minutes left. DeCray in the shotgun here in the third quarter. 1st and goal from the 6. DeCray throws back of the end zone, incomplete. Threw it too far. Looking for Otto Stowe. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. Dolphins come out in the I formation. DeCray under center. DeCray, play action, throws, caught. Gunnar Helm, touchdown. Miami. A 6-yard touchdown catch by the big tight end, Gunnar Helm, in his second year out of Texas. And the Dolphins go up 13-0. And the way the Dolphin defense has been stifling the Charger offense, that might be enough. Dan Bailey will come on for the extra point. That was a nice drive by Miami. Another 80-yard drive. Bailey for the point after. Snap, kick is up. It's good. Dolphins lead it 14-0, 2:19 left. A 10-play, 80-yard drive just like the last time. That was a 10-play drive as well. Chargers find themselves down by 2 touchdowns now with 2:19 left in the third quarter. They have time to come back, but their offense has to get in gear. We're live from SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Our Week 10 Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. Bailey will kick off from the 6. Lattimore on the return, and Lattimore still on his feet. Almost broke it out to the 32-yard line, bouncing off Dolphins. I thought he might go. Ethan Garbers comes back out now to lead the offense. 2:13 left in the third quarter. Chargers will start from their own 32, which is not bad. If the Chargers lose, they're going to drop to 3-7. That's going to be tough to make the playoffs. They'd have to run the table. In the I formation, Garbers to Lattimore. And Lattimore finally gets a nice run. 11 yards out to the 43-yard line. The fourth-year back out of Tulsa. Bateman, the safety, Chris Bateman comes up, makes the tackle. Under 2 minutes left here in the third. Dolphins up 14-0. Chargers come out. 3 wide to the far side. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers to Lattimore. And Lattimore picks up 2 to the 45. Dean Tarrant is right there. The 6th-year linebacker out of USC. 1:30 left in the third. Be 2nd and 8 for the Chargers at their own 45. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers drops back. Looking, throwing deep. And it's batted away at the last second. Knox Campbell, the rookie safety out of Kentucky, making the play. Jacoby George was the intended receiver. That would have been a big gain, but a nice play by Campbell. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 45. 4 wide. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers drops back. Garbers looking, throws deep, and incomplete. He overthrew his target. He was looking for Jacoby George once again. It'll be 4th down. 1:10 left in the third. Chargers will have to punt once again. And looking at the field position, they'll probably pin the Dolphins deep once again. Stone gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. Once again, Miami has it at the 20-yard line. Well, they have 2 80-yard drives. Can they make it 3? Both of their touchdown drives were 80-yard drives. 1:03 left in the third. Miami will start from the 20. 1st and 10. Up 14-0. Don't forget we have the Patriots-Giants up next. We'll be at MetLife for that one. Hopefully Sports Davis shows up. Giants at 8-1. That's going to be a tough out. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray throws. Caught by Austin. Out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Gee, I wonder, Evil Dead, who are you going to take in that one? Patriots are 3-5. The Giants are 8-1. Or 7-1. No, they're 8-1. Patriots are 3-6. My bad. DeCray throws. Caught by Nayor. Coming across. Out to the 38-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 9. It's a tough call. But you have a whole quarter to think about it, Evil Dead. Don't make a hasty decision. Do your research. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. 1st and 10. Dolphins at their own 38. DeCray looking. Throws near side and caught by Moore. A 6-yard gain to the 45. And that will do it for the third quarter. Dolphins up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to SoFi Stadium. We go to the fourth quarter. Miami up 14-0. They have it 2nd and 4 from their own 45. DeCray hands off to, this is Kenny Flowers, the rookie, out to the 45-yard line. The rookie running back out of Wake Forest. A nice run by Flowers. That's a gain of 17. First down, Miami, down to the 38-yard line. And you'd be favored by 5.5. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, 4 wide. DeCray throws quickly, dumps it to Stowe. Miami has adjusted. You see what they're doing? They know the Chargers are like blitzing left and right, bringing the house, so they're doing quick dump-offs. It's working. 2nd and 4 from the 33-yard line in the I formation. DeCray to Austin this time. And A.J. Austin to the 31-yard line, a gain of a yard. It's about right. The audible would be pizza, pizza, pizza. Little Caesars. 6:50 left. Miami on the move, up 14-0. 3rd and 3 from the 31. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray to Austin again. Austin breaks away, gets the first down to the 25-yard line. A.J. Austin is a power back. He's not fleet of foot, but boy, he's a bowling ball. A gain of 6. 1st and 10, Miami at the 25-yard line. They are solid. It's hard to believe they started the season 1-2, but, or not 1-2, but 3-2. Austin just pushing forward out to the 19-yard line. At the end of week 5, when they lost to the Jets the second time, they were 3-2, but they're now 7-2. Under 6 minutes left. They just can't beat the Jets. They get blown out by the Jets. 4 wide. DeCray in the shotgun, 2nd and 4. DeCray looking. DeCray throws. Stowe. Touchdown. Just inside the pylon. Otto Stowe. A 19-yard touchdown catch just inside the pylon. And the Dolphins go up 20-0. We mentioned last night, we had a shutout last night. The Raiders over the Browns 35-0. We've had 3 shutouts this season. This could be 4. They're going to take a look at this. I think he got both feet in. Okay, let's look at it. 1. Oh, that's close. I think it's good. So does Evil Dead. They kept it on the board.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ruling on the field stands. A good touchdown. And the Dolphins are up 20-0. Miami just starting to pull away from the Chargers now after a very close first half. Bailey for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. Dolphins up 21-0. 5:45 left to play. Yeah, Harbaugh going to explode on the sideline. He doesn't look happy. His team is down by 3 touchdowns with 5:45 to play. It looks like the Chargers' playoff hopes, they're still mathematically alive, but it's getting slimmer. Chargers going to drop to 3-7. Miami's going to go to 8-2. They've beaten everybody they played except for the Jets. They've lost to them twice. There's the kick from the 4-yard line. On the return, this will be Steve Sanders. And Sanders brings it out to the 26. 5:40 left. Well, the only drama is, will Miami get the shutout? Oh, yeah. It looks just like them. Last season, we only had 2 shutouts the whole season. We're going to double that here in Week 10 if the Chargers don't score. 5 wide. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's looking. Garber's a quarterback draw that goes nowhere. Stephon Kilgore on the tackle. The 9th-year defensive end out of A loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Chargers getting desperate to try and quarterback draws down by 21. Yeah, he doesn't look happy on the sideline right now. 5:20 and counting. 4 wide for the Chargers. 2nd and 13. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 26, a gain of 3. They get the 3 yards back. It'll be 3rd and 10 as we're coming up on 5 minutes left. Big 3rd down for the Chargers. 4 wide. Garber's in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Garber's draws back. Looking. Steps up. He's going to run for it, and he slides at the 28. Only a gain of 2. It'll be 4th down. And at this point in the game, they kind of have to go for it. If they punt, they're conceding the game. I actually thought this game might be a little bit closer. The Chargers did hang with the Bills for a little while yesterday. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Garber's in the gun from their own 28-yard line. Garber's back. Throws and caught for the 1st down by Jacoby George out to the 37. A gain of 9. 1st down, LA Chargers. We're coming up on 4 minutes left. Chargers will be off next week. Miami will play the Texans next week. Garber's in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Garber's fakes the handoff. Looking, throws, and caught by Roush. And his momentum takes him out of bounds as he was trying to escape a Dolphin. It's going to be a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 33-yard line. You complete a pass for minus 4 yards. That's the Chargers' night in a nutshell offensively. 5 wide, empty backfield. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's back. And he gets sacked. A loss of 4 more. Sack made by number 52, the linebacker Jesse Jones, the 9th-year linebacker out of Mississippi State. 3rd and 18 for the Chargers. At their own 30. They come out 4 wide. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's back. Throws. And caught by Jacoby George. He seems to be the only Charger player tonight that's worth a darn. Gets out to the 48-yard line. Be a gain of 15 yards and be a 1st down. We're coming up on 3 minutes. They go to the no huddle. 4 wide. Garber's in the gun. Garber's back. Garber's looking. Throws. Caught by Lattimore. Picks up 2 yards out to the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've got the Patriots and the Giants up next. We'll be at MetLife Stadium for that one. On 2nd and 8 from midfield. 4 wide. Garber's back to throw. Garber's looking. Throws. Dumps it. Oh, missed. Threw it behind his receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. That'll stop the clock with 2:32 left. He threw it behind Aaron Randolph coming across the middle. 3rd and 8 from midfield. 4 wide. Garber's in the shotgun. Roush in motion. Garber's back. Looking. Throws deep down the sideline. Knocked away. Batted around playing volleyball. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Davis is here. He's just in time to see his Patriots play the Giants in the game coming up next. New England's at the New York Giants after this game. Just in time, Davis. On this Columbus Day. On 4th and 8, Chargers have to go for it from midfield. Chargers back. Garber's looking. Throws near side. Incomplete. Looking for Roush. And Dean Tarrant with a well-timed hit. It'll be a turnover on downs. And the Dolphins will take over. A well-timed hit by the linebacker. We may have another shutout. Our 4th of the season. And 2 of those shutouts have been the Browns. They got shut out by Denver 16. Well, actually, it was 23-0. I'm sorry. And then they lost to the Raiders yesterday, 35-0. But the Browns are tied for first place. Two of the 3 Brown losses have been shutouts. I just realized that. From midfield, Dolphins have it 1st and 10, 2:20 left. They're up 21-0. Ducre, he pitches it to Austin around the outside, and Austin picks up a yard to the 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Oh, the Raiders totally smoked the Browns last night. 2 minutes left. Live from SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Our Week 10 Thursday night game. The Charger fans, they don't have anything to cheer for tonight so far. On 2nd and 9, Ducre under center. They pitch again, same play. This time the Chargers get Austin for a 2-yard loss. Back to the 49-yard line. Kurt Grove read the play, make the tackle, be 3rd and 11. I'm surprised the Chargers didn't take a timeout. I think they know the game's over. They're just letting the clock run. Miami's going to go to 8-2. The Chargers are going to drop to 3-7. On 3rd and 11, Ducre in the shotgun. Winding the clock down. Ducre hands off to Austin. Loses a yard. Back to the 48 to be 4th and 12. Miami will punt. They can't run out the clock. They have to punt. That's going to put Miami temporarily in first place in the AFC East by a half game over the Jets until the Jets play later this week. And the Chargers 3-7. Updating the standings right now. Ryan back to punt, gets the punt away. And that'll be out of bounds at the 25 with 35 seconds left. The only drama left. Can the Chargers score and avoid the shutout? They'd have to throw it deep and hope for the best. From their own 25, 1st and 10, 35 seconds left. They have all 3 of their timeouts. 4 wide, Garber's back, throws. Gets it out to Lattimore. Only picks up a yard. Neither team taking a timeout. And I believe that will do it. They just want the game to end. The Dolphins will record a shutout for the first time in a long time. On 2nd and 9. Garber's back, final play of the game. They bat it down. That will stop the clock. Hunter Brookings bats it down. And that'll bring up 3rd down. I don't get shutouts very often, but already we have 4 this season. Miami last recorded a shutout back in Sim Season 20. It's been a while. 3rd and 9. 4 wide. Garber's in the gun. Garber's back. Throws a screen pass to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 33-yard line. But that'll do it. Your final score. Well, are they going to run down the clock? I got ahead of myself. Chargers actually took a timeout. All right, on 4th and 2. They took a timeout to punt. Okay. This will be the last play of the game. Punts away. Bill Stone, the punt. From the 18-yard line. More on the return. And now it's ball game. Your final score, Miami 21, the Chargers nothing. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Patriots, Giants up next. We'll see you then.